Good morning. Today we are discussing our matrices, wedges and retainer, in which we are covering following topic matrices. It was introduced in the year of 1871 by Dr. Louis Jack. It is a procedure whereby a temporary wall is created opposite to axial wall surrounding areas of tooth structure that were lost during the cavity preparation. Matrix. A matrix is a device used to contour a restoration to stimulate that of the tooth structure. That of tooth structure which is replacing. Or matrix is a device which is used during restorative procedure to hold the plastic restorative material within the tooth while it is. Next, why do we need matrix? Why do we need matrices? Gingival floor of the class 2 cavity is the most vulnerable area where the overhang of restorative material can take place. There is no method to control the placement and contour of restoration without a matrix wall. So, ideal requirement of matrix, it should be inserted easily and should be sufficiently rigid to retain the contour given to it, so that it can be transferred to the restoration. Next one is it should not adhere or react with the restorative material. Next is it should resist the condensation pressure and the ease of removal. So we are talking about objectives. It must act as a temporary wall of the resistance during introduction of the restorative material. It should provide a shape to the restoration. It must assist in isolating the ginger and rubber dam. It must help in maintaining a dry operative field, thereby preventing a contamination of the restoration. Should confine the restoration with the acceptable physiological limits. So we are talking about parts of matrix. Matrix system consists of band and retainer. Band is the piece of metal or polymeric material intended to give support and form to the restoration during its insertion and setting. So retainer holds a band in desired position and shape. So the matrix band are made of flexible stainless steel and are available in a premolar and molar and universal size and thickness. So the larger circumference of the band is the occlusal edge and it's always placed towards the occlusal surface. The smaller circumference of the band it is gingiva edge and it is always placed towards the gingiva. So material used are matrix including stainless steel, cellulose acetate, also known as cellophane, nitrate, also known as celluloid, so polymer material. Matrices are commonly supplied as a strips on different dimensions. They may be 0.001 or 0.002 or 0.05 mm thickness. The width of the matrix band may be 1/4, 3/8, 5/16 or 1/8. The matrix band should extend 2 mm above the marginal ridge height and 1 mm below the gingival margin of preparation. So we are talking about types of matrix band. So डायग्राम में जैसा दिख रहा है नॉन कंटूर बैंड, प्रीमोलर बैंड, gingival edge, occlusal edge, molar band, occlusal edge, and gingival edge. So next is classification. Classified in different ways. First one is based on the mode of retention. Mechanically retained में आता है सबसे पहले Toffel-Mayer ivory number 1 and ivory number 8 matrices. Next is self-retained. Example like copper or stainless steel band. Second one is based on its preparation. Custom made or anatomic matrix. Example compound supported matrix. Next one is mechanical matrix. For example, and Toffel-Mayer ivory number 1 and ivory number 8. Third is based on transparency. Transparent matrices, example is cellophane, celluloid. Non-transparent matrices is stainless steel. Fourth one is based on cavity preparation of which it is used. Class 2 NOD, Class 3, Class 4 tooth preparation. So matrix for Class 1 cavity preparation, example double banded Tuffelmeyer. Matrix for Class 2 cavity preparation is single banded Tuffelmeyer, ivory number 1, ivory number 8, copper band, anatomical matrix, auto matrix. Matrix of Class 3 is S-shaped matrix. Matrix of Class 4 matrix preparation, custom lingual matrix, modified S-shaped matrix. Matrix for Class 5 cavity preparation is window matrix and cervical matrix. So next is posterior matrix system. So the Toffelmeyer Universal Dental Matrix Band Retainer, devised by Dr. B.F. Toffelmeyer. This device holds the matrix in position. The retainer is positioned most commonly from the buccal surface of the tooth being restored. So component of universal retainer is looking wise. It's a looking wise. This is a diagonal slot. It is positioned near the head of the head for placing the band in the retainer and positioning it around the tooth. So next one is pointed spindle. This is used to adjust the distance between the head and the looking wise. Also the adjust the size of the loop and of the matrix band. See the diagram. This one is head, looking wise, position is spindle, large nut, small nut. So next is small nut. Turning this nut clockwise, tighten the pointed spindle against the band and thus secure the band in the retainer. The reverse motion release the pointed spindle from the looking wise, thus releasing the band from the retainer. Large nut में क्या होता है कि this is the used to adjust the size of the loop of the matrix and band either to adapt it tightly against the tooth or to loosen it from the tooth. So Tuffelmeyer retainer are available in two sizes: standard for use in adult dentition and small for use in. So next one is आता है indications. Class 1 cavity with buccal limb extension में और क्लास 2 कैविटीज में होता है टफलमेयर का यूज. एडवांटेज क्या है कि यूज गुड कॉन्टैक्ट एंड कंटूर रिजिड एंड स्टेबल. Disadvantage does not produce optimum contact and contour for posterior composite, not useful for extensive class 2. Ivory number 1 matrix next आता है तो an adjustable metal retainer holds band of stainless steel that provide the missing wall for single proximal surface assertion MO or DO. In middle of band, one margin is slightly projected, which is kept toward the gingiva on the cavity side. Free end of matrix band are kept on the non-cavity side. Ivory number 8 consists of band that encircles the entire crown to restore class 2 cavity on one or both proximal surface of posterior tooth. See the diagram. The next one is compound supported matrix of custom made or anatomical matrix. Next is जो compound supported matrix है, it is introduced by Sweeney. It is entirely made, handmade and contoured. So specifically for each individual, employees a 5/6 inch wide 0.002 inches length and stainless steel band. The band is contoured with an egg-shaped furniture or a paper pad to achieve the approximate proximal as well as facial and lingual contour of the prepared tooth. The band is positioned and stabilized by the applying softened impression compounds facially, lingually, and occlusally over the ocular surface of adjacent tooth. Following this amalgam condensation and carving can be completed. Next one है indication क्या है? तो indication is class 2 cavities pin amalgam restoration. Advantage क्या है? Rigid and stable access and visibility is more efficient. Disadvantage time consuming. Next one is T-band matrix system. Perform T-band T-shaped stainless steel matrix without a retainer. Long arm of T surrounded the tooth and overlap short arm of T. So the band is adjusted according to the circumference of tooth, stabilized by wedging and supported by low fusion compound. The diagram application is class 2 cavity, simple है, inexpensive है, rapid and easy. Disadvantage is flimsy the spring structure not stable. So next one is S-shaped matrix band. Used for restoring distal part of the canine and premolar. Stainless steel matrix band is taken and twisted like S with the help of the mouth mirror handle. Advantage is it offer the optimal contour for distal part of the canine and premolar. The cervical matrices is indication. Class 5 restoration. Advantage is good contour. Disadvantage expensive. So next is copper band matrix. These are cylindrical in shape, can be selected according to the diameter of the tooth to be restored. The band are softened by heating to redness in a flame and quenching in water. After this band can be stressed and shaped with contouring filler. The band is fashioned the cervical aspect with the curved scissor so as to fit the gingival contour of the tooth. The occlusal height of the band is also adjusted with the contouring pillars. The band is contoured to reproduce the proper shape of the contact area and the buccal lingual contour. Indication क्या है? Badly broken teeth, thus receiving pin amalgam restoration. Class 2 with large buccal and lingual extension. Advantage is excellent contour, disadvantage time consuming. So next one is automatrix. So automatrix में क्या है? It is a retainer-less matrix system. The following component: automatrix band available in thickness of 0.0015 to 0.002 inches. They may be of 3 width, narrow 360 inch, medium 1/4, or wide is 5-6 inch. They may be selected according to the height of the tooth to be restored. Each band has a coil-like auto-lock loop, a tightening wrench in the is inserted into the coil and turned clockwise to tighten the band. When finished, the tightening branch is inserted into the coil and turned and counterclockwise to loosen the band. Removing pillars to use cut the band. So see the diagram automatrix indication क्या है for complex amalgam restoration, especially when one or more curves are to be replaced. So advantages: convenient to use, improved visibility due to lack of interference from the retainer, auto lock, loop can be positioned facially and lingually, rapid application. Disadvantages: first one is fronts are flat and difficult to varnish, cannot be developed and proper proximal contact and contour expensive है. So pre-counter matrix में क्या है कि consists of small pre-counter soft metal matrices ready by application to tooth. They are selected according to the tooth to be restored and ways to adopt the gingival contour. The following this, the band is held in a place by a flexible metal ring called biting ring. Example क्या है? Followed and biting matrix system, composite tight matrix system, used for both amalgam and composite restoration. Easy to apply, provides slight tooth separation, tight contact, may prevent the insertion of band expense. See the diagram. Next is transparent plastic crown form matrix. Commercially available transparent plastic crown form available in various size and contour for anterior teeth. Suitable crown form can be selected from prepared tooth and trimmed to fit 1 mm past the prepared margin. The contact area crown from the form is seen with an abrasive disc so that once matrix is removed, the restoration contact the adjacent tooth. The bulk of composite resin is loaded into crown form. This then it is positioned over the tooth and light curing is done. Indication क्या है? For large class 5 cavities है for oblique fracture of anterior tooth. Mainly हम छोटे बच्चों में ज़्यादा उसको देते हैं So clear plastic matrix, transparent transparent plastic strips are employed as a matrices for